So today, I'm gonna tell you about something, but I ain't never talked about this before, nobody. It's something I did that it was a big fucking deal, but this shit made national fucking news, blood. I'm not kidding you, blood. I am not fucking joking. It was a prank gone wrong, blood. I did a fucking prank gone wrong that went national, blood. I ain't ever talked about this before. And you know what? I don't think you even gonna find out who this was, but this was a long fucking time ago, blood. Back when motherfuckers was using MySpace and shit, I was in this subversion program with this dude. He was this rich kid living in Glen Canyon. His stepdad had to take us every weekend. It's some shit that kids that get in trouble have to go to. And his stepdad was just kind of a bitch, blood. He was just trying to impress the kid's mom or something, I don't know, but he didn't like me at all. And he trying to give that little youngster with all these pep talks, and he just talking a lot of shit to me, blood. Like he trying to talk like he's smarter than me, he knows more than me, he better than me. And I didn't even really mind that fucking program they had us in. I mean, it's just some bullshit, talking therapy and shit. It was the rides there and back with this motherfucking bitch-ass stepdad. Blood, this kid's stepdad was such a fucking bitch, blood. But we always listen to this radio show, blood. And he always talk about these guys, how much he liked these two hosts, how cool they was, and how funny they is. And maybe his stepson was in the radio. I don't know their background, blood. But he always talk about these two talk show hosts in the morning and how he wants his stepson to be like them. And blood, I got nothing against these motherfuckers, but I don't really care. I mean, they funny guys. I don't even dislike them. I kind of like them. They all right. These two talk show hosts. And I ain't gonna fucking tell you who they is. I'll let you try to figure it out. You can figure out who the fuck these is. I may or may not tell you. But this shit really happened, blood, for real. So one day, I was only like, man, I was a youngster, blood. Back then, I just smoked herb and shit. Drank some. My Uncle Reggie gone again. So I'm getting faded at the house. I'm drinking. Uncle Reggie always had a lot of Coors and shit in the fridge, so I'm drinking them. I found a bunch of his roaches and shit. You know, I'm just having a good time. I started playing around on that computer, blood. And this is back in the day. This is even before Facebook, blood. This is back in MySpace. I noticed my homies on there, the kid from Glen Cove. And like I said, blood, my Uncle Reggie left a bunch of doobies around and shit. Some roaches too, some big old fat, I was a youngster, but I used to get fucked up when I smoked that weed too, boy. Back then, when I combined smoking and drinking, boy, I used to get a whole nother level, because I was young, blood, tolerance wasn't there. I decided to do something pretty fucking stupid. I see that stepdad, my homie's stepdad is on that motherfucking, on MySpace, blood. So I decided I'm gonna fuck with him. I'm drunk, I'm high, I'm gonna fuck with this dude. I decided to make a fake profile of the talk show host that he loves so much. He's always talking about with his stepson. I made a profile for them. I made that shit funny as hell too, but it was so funny. I put all this shit that they was into animal torture and they was Nazis, and it wasn't even fucking Photoshop, blood. It was fucking MS Paint I was using and shit. I put one of them motherfuckers in front of some podium with a swastika, and then I started hitting them up. I started hitting up his stepdad and his son, asking him some bunch of weird questions. I started telling him I'm the talk show host and shit, and I was wondering about renting out their son, all this horrible shit to their stepdad, blood, just for a laugh. But I thought it was funny as hell. Blood, it wasn't, blood. It wasn't funny. It was all fucking bad. That old man that used to do national news, I woke up in the morning, I could hear this motherfucker talking about this shit. Then, blood, I seen them talk show hosts, blood. They was on fucking TV, blood. And they was talking about what I did. And then they showed the fucking profile I made for him. Oh, blood, I was so fucking scared, blood. I couldn't tell my Uncle Reggie because he was doing all kinds of dirt in that house too. If I brought the blood, oh my God, it would have been all bad. So I had to get rid of the computer. Uncle Reggie was tripping on that too. Boy, I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna tell him. But somehow, I never got caught for this shit. And I kind of want to apologize to them motherfuckers, though, them two talk show hosts, because they said they was getting death threats, all kinds of shit from that MySpace I created. I had no idea that was going to happen. I got no beef with them motherfuckers or nothing, blood. I just want to fuck with that dude's bitch-ass stepdad. That dude was a bitch, though. Anyway, my bad, though, blood. But that's just one example. There are other times, too, blood. There are other times I did pranks on people that went real fucking wrong. But that was probably the biggest one. Next one I'll probably tell you about is I got some dude fucked up. I mean, I got this dude at his job beat up real bad from a prank I did. And I knew something was going to happen, but I didn't know that was going to happen. I knew something bad was going to happen, though.